Okay. I think I have everything working now. Oy vey. My throat might be a little fucked, but I want to finish this storyline. Let me just double check, make sure that the stream is working proper like. Yeah, it seems like it's working. Alright. When we last left off, oh no, what is, uh-oh. I actually wanted to see the story, if you would. Alright, I can fix this, probably. Uh-oh.
Let's go! I walk fast!
Let's go! This is fine. Alright, I thought I'd be able to, I thought I'd be able to start from, the actual story, but I guess I won't. But we'll just do the battle quickly and then have to do it again, I guess. That's fine. These battles I'm disgustingly overleveled for, so it's not gonna be too hard to just get through them.
Another jar?
Loading.
It's newly made this year.
Newly made this
There they
year.
Garage. How dare you?
Alright, she dissolves.
I remember it's called...
It's weird.
Blending...
You don't gotta kill her fully. Just... Alright, skip ahead and then I can... Actually... Yeah. There we go. Weird that it does it like that, but okay. We're back at the cult! Yay! The apostle's limbs fall, having lost all strength. He's just real bummed about getting outplayed. He hunches over, crumpling as if to hide from the chaos. The lights draw closer, leaving only a single torch above his head. It casts a long shadow.
Everything is ruined. I never should have trusted any of you.
I just shouldn't have trusted anyone. Fuck this.
Thanks for the show. Your failure was magnificent. Your arrogance, your regrets, and that look on your face when everything was ruined, they were all just perfect.
Thank you,
Damn it.
Eternity.
Where have you been, Eternity? You defrauded us. Taken every Sharpadonti.
Sharpadonti?
Us of every drop of sweat and blood. You swore the ceremony would go smoothly, and that you'd pay your highest respects to the inculcator of Arcanum, the great sufferer.
Mate, you can't trust a merchant? Like, come on. You should know that. You gotta be a little smarter.
Shameless liar. If I could only throw you into the depths of the Gorgon current, I will crack your skull and make you bear the price of my pain.
He stands grabbing a rock as a makeshift weapon.
I'd almost forgotten about your Mediterranean roots. I must say, I didn't expect such courage from a coward who fled a battlefield.
Click. The rock shatters into pieces. The fragile noblewoman raises her small, delicate wand, pressing it against the apostle's chin.
Your pitiful Sharpadontis are far from sufficient payment. No one would be stupid enough to go against the Foundation for so little profit. Besides, this was never part of the deal. Do you have any idea who you're dealing with? That's Barrow Anisha's daughter. And the weapon that boy carries?
It's a sword. The last of his courage has left him as he pleads. Like, oh man.
Listen, if you don't help me escape, I'll never pay you the other half.
She allows her hand to drop contemplatively and shakes her head.
It's true that the people at the Foundation are all misers, they're still more generous than you.
I can give you anything. Rare wands, alchemic materials, and jewelry. Lots and lots of jewelry. I got them from the believers.
I can pawn this shit off. I don't know. Shit. What else do I have? I have a sandwich. Do you like sandwiches? His panicking hands tremor as he reaches into his pocket. Click, click, click. A pile of glittering rings, pendants, and bangles falls to the ground at his feet.
There's more. I keep them in a cellar that only I have the key to.
You're a dishonest customer, Apostle. You're lucky that your pockets aren't empty.
She retracts her wand and places it back into her pocket. Oh well, I guess I can steal more from you. If I have
Pack your
to.
stuff. Let's.
Micaiah might. Matilda Blast. A flickering light blocks
Hey
the
there,
way.
little lady. Nice to see you again.
Eternity! You're a Manus follower too?
I have no interest in the Manus. I just have some business to finish. You know I'll work with anyone if the deal is sweet enough.
I'm a neutral party.
I'm a businesswoman. I always keep my word. I'm sure you understand that.
That's not how business people
But
work.
that incriminates you nonetheless. I cannot let you escape. I will have to take the two of you to the Foundation. You can plead your case there.
Oh, okay. And that's when we get the fight. Oh, we don't have to redo that.
Was that a misty bubble ball? No, the smell is stronger. I can't even open my eyes. This probably came from the Foundation's logistics department. How did she get it?
From being a merchant, the pink mist dissipates. Matilda managed to reopen her eyes.
What's this?
Winifred. She turns over the business card, which reads, Dear Miss Matilda Boniche, please extend my warmest regards to your mother. Note your crystal ball has a few cracks. Yours sincerely, Eternity.
Je suis perdue. How does she know maman?
How does she know Mama? She's so cute with it.
Everything's here. I swear.
He sweeps aside the dirt, revealing a wooden cellar door.
You have to make sure I get out of here safely. If you keep your word, I'll tell the preacher about you, and we can do more business together.
She opens the door and a golden glow rises up to her eyes. Inside, a believer wielding a heavy hammer remains diligently at work.
Come out, believer. There's been a change of plan. Follow me. Eternity will get us out of here.
Follow me, believer. Oh yeah, I forgot. It's the drum guys. Why are all of the Manus minions like music instrument based? It's kind of weird. They never like have a reasoning for it, I don't think. He climbs out from the cellar clumsily.
What a huge collection of valuables. And people just handed them over to you. Looks like religion is a profitable business.
Well, yeah, that's been the case for thousands of years. She closes the door, pocketing the key.
Oh, all right. Now escort me out of here.
I never promised any escort, Apostle. Did you ever hear me utter such a word? But
She smiles.
I did say I'd get you out of here safely.
But if you redefine the word safely to meaning dead, then, yeah, that's what we're gonna get. That's what I'm getting to. She just fucking shoots him in the head. She reaches into her handbag, slipping her hand fully into its narrow opening, followed by most of her arm, which the tiny bag seems to accommodate without even a stretch.
Let me see. If memory serves, that tricky little thing is... here it is.
Beep
There
boop.
you go. It's from the St. Pavlov Foundation. One of a kind.
Here you go, a little wind-up
This
toy.
gadget was stored in their headquarters. No one could lay a finger on it. But when chaos broke out, it fell into the hands of an employee looking to make a profit.
The Apostle eyes the clockwork toy with a pang of shame and confusion. What do I do with this?
Some kind of wind-up toy? How's this going to help me? Do I look like a complete idiot to you?
Yes. I mean, from all of the actions we've seen thus far, that would be an appropriate conclusion to make. She bursts into a fit of laughter.
Of course not, my dear customer. Just wind it when you need to use it. That's all, Apostle.
He is evidently suspicious. He just like winds it up and it just plays a little tune. Like, you are a moron. You are a moron. You are a moron. It's like, fuck!
What's it going to do? Turn me into some kind of beast? A three-headed dog or a crazed Bigfoot?
That's a wild jump to
Listen
make.
to yourself. Why would I do that to a customer? You won't turn into a monster, I promise. There's still plenty of business to be done between the two of us.
Headlights beam forward in the distance.
Alright, time to say goodbye.
She steps back slowly, merging with the darkness of the
It's
forest.
been a pleasure working with you.
Wait!
I still don't know what the fuck this thing does! The headlights come closer and closer, leaving him no other option.
Great inculcator of Arcanum, please bless this child on his knees before you. I am willing to sacrifice every drop of blood in my body so that you may be revived.
He turns around and without hesitation,
You, most devout believer, wind this.
you, most devout believer, crank that soldier boy. Dun, dun, dun. He shoves the clockwork toy into the believer's hand. And he's like, what? I'm a drum. I don't know what the fuck to do with this thing.
Turn it. Understand? Wind the...
He guides him to wind the toy, hand over hand. The befuddled believer grasps the technique at last, but none too soon.
Listen, I have to catch that woman. Those treasures belong to the great inculcator of Arcanum. I must not let her take them away.
Howdy. And pray tell, I'm doing good. We just started stream. We're gonna see what the hell this wind-up toy does. How will it help or kill this man?
You stay here and take care of those gangsters.
Drum drum drum.
Very well.
Very well. He turns, disappears into the forest, and just poofs out of existence. Creak, creak. 1 turn, 2 turns. Red turn, blue turns. The believer's hand, driven by inertia, moves faster and faster. Creak, 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 creak. Ah, shit, he's really pranking that soldier boy. His hand grips the toy unwillingly as his wrist and arm contort in an inhuman position. His arm twists like a wrung wet cloth, spinning into a spiral of flesh. Rah, ah. His head shakes uncontrollably, and searing electric pain courses up through his spine to his brain. How does a drum even vomit? We don't know. but it came out in eighth notes. An urge, almost as if to vomit out of his very soul, forces him to the ground. There, his twitching eyes make out an engraving. Mr. Kimberly. Oh. And he's dead. The shadow of the believer, enlonged by the firelight, lingers on the ground. It melts into the earth, forming a black mire, bubbling and roiling. Then the blackness spills away, revealing a beautiful figure. Cold and silver moonlight shifts through the treetops. She opens her eyes and dully lifts her head.
How may I serve you?
Oh, new character. It may be clockwork, but I bet they're the one that's ticked. And they're a woman now. How does drum become woman? Who is to say? I think normally there has to be a band involved for that to happen. Alone. Just alone. Like, we don't know what the fuck is going on here. That title just reminds me of that one SpongeBob episode. Just Squidward chilling. Alone.
I'll solve any problem for you, Master.
Why did the Foundation make this? And why is she doing like a JoJo pose with her hand?
Would you like me to break your creditor's neck? Or seduce a politician? I will obey your every command.
Yo, Fey Magic HRT, hell yeah. Foundation's been getting up to some weird shit, huh?
As long as...
She lowers her head again, clutching her hands tightly.
As long as you allow me to have a little bit of fresh.
Fresh? I thought she was gonna say flesh, and that would have made more sense. Fresh feels a little like fresh flesh. That makes sense. But just fresh in general? I just really love Subway. You gotta get me some. The believer approaches her slowly. As she sees him, a look of joy comes over her face.
That's it? Oh, I see. I've done countless jobs like this. But could you be more specific? Who are them?
Who is they? The flesh of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Oh. Someone's finally trying to get Will Smith. I knew it would happen eventually. Them! Before the burly believer can speak, a sudden elbow knocks him to the ground, kicking up a swirl of dust. Ah, damn it.
You alright, lady?
He reaches out, but is met with a frustrated sound of rejection. Ah, damn it. Now I don't know who them is. She lifts her chin, gazing up sharply at the newcomer.
What do you think you're doing? Our conversation was finally getting somewhere.
That one. That's the one, officer. Kill him. The voice pierces her ears, his words putting in a weighted stamp on their contract.
As you wish, Master.
She lifts her hands in a passionless machine-like motion.
What?
What? Again, why did the Foundation have this? What were they doing with this? Just a little wind-up toy that summons, like, a familiar girl or something. The Bowie knife slides against her crimson spine, producing a shrieking clamor. His blade shatters in an instant, pieces splintering and slicing across his cheek. Huh? Ah, but I just made this! His work reduced to nothing in an effortless moment.
I thought one blow would do it. There's no need to struggle. I am a merciful hunter. When I penetrate your skull with this needle, you'll die quickly. You'll hardly suffer. Or would you rather I use a more ancient method? I could extract your spine and store it in a jar of formalin.
I haven't a clue in the foggiest what this game is about. Don't worry. It's a very simple premise. You see, every once in a while when a major world event happens, time goes in reverse. And no one knows why or how it's happening. And the main villains are trying to make time go in reverse faster. And there's just a shit ton of magic stuff in this world. Very simple. I don't know who the fuck this character is. I've never showed up before. Hell yeah, thank you. This game is wild. There's a lot of... It's a very convoluted story. But right now we're just fighting a death cult. We're just fighting a death cult. That's really all you need to know for this plotline. And you know, they summoned this girl to try and kill the people that are the good guys. In the distance, the roaring of another motorcycle covers their voices.
Jay, she insisted on coming. She wouldn't take no for an answer.
Of course! This is Matilda's order. What are you still doing here? We have captured all the peddlers and believers in the lair. Everyone's waiting for you.
What are you doing? This is my plot line. I do not care if you are the main character of this storyline. Every storyline is mine. Whoa. Be upon you.
Did you catch the
Yo.
apostle? He's crucial to
Yo,
our
thank
investigation.
you. Thank you for the follow. Twitch is always super slow about sending me those. I don't know how to set it up properly. I keep wanting to do that and then I just forget because I'm stupid. Who the hell is this?
Umbra Umbo!
Umbra Umbo.
Phew. You freaked me out, Frenchie. For a second there, I thought I'd have to rush you to the hospital.
My arcane skill exam scores are second to none. Of course I can deal with such a simple trick.
Tricka. Matilda is such a funny little pure of heart, dumb of ass. That's very true of Matilda and of me. That's why I connect to her so much. If only she wasn't so French. Nah, I love her with her French accent. It's hilarious. Matilda. Yet Jay blocks her eager attempt.
No. Matilda, Hollick, I need you to go and get all the Arcanists who can still fight.
No, we have a boss fight on our hands. We thought we were gonna fight the Apostle, but nah, he's out of here. He probably wouldn't have been a good fight anyway. He's just an old man we could kick the shit out of. We're fighting this girl now. She looks out warily at the crowd growing in front of her.
I'm just trying to carry out my master's order. Don't waste my time.
I'm just trying to do a bit of murder. Ugh, why are you so inconvenient? A hand grasps her wrist. Doosh, doosh. Thick, swirling smoke rises from the familiar incense burner. Red mist swirls out around it.
Oh, this will be useful. Thank you for your help. Now then.
The smell! It's the mandrake incense Miss Mercuria used! With this density, we'll be unconscious within a minute!
She raises her hand to her face, trying to cover her nose. I knew we should have brought gas masks. Like, after the first time people started passing out due to incense, we really should have had them bring gas masks. We probably have some of those at the Foundation.
Cover your mouth and nose! Try and stay awake!
However, Jay makes no effort to shield himself. He's like, no, I've grown an immunity to this shit. His abdomen is painted in crimson red, and his every movement is fraught with intense pain.
Jay, are you okay?
Jay, what the fuck?
I'm
Why are
fine.
you doing this?
It's nothing. Good thing is the pain's kept me awake, and I can still move my arms.
In little time, the mist has enveloped the entire forest. How much fucking mist did we have here? God damn. Eternity hurries along, but stops after sensing something unusual.
Looks like an exciting show. I wish I could sit down and watch. Enjoy it, miss.
Bye-bye. Alright, thanks, Eternity. You've been a huge help to everyone involved. The mysterious girl leaps through the mist unnoticed like a jungle cat.
Merde! The incense is invading our consciousness! That woman, she's disappeared! Prepare your weapons, boys! Wait, Jay, what's wrong with your knife?
Oh, it's dead. Whoops. He discards the remaining fragments of his Bowie knife.
Fine. I'll use what I have.
Fine, I'll use the big dumb
Ugh.
sword.
This sucks, Dad. My forging's not even close to your level.
He removes the shaft he's been kept strapped to his back and places it on the ground. He inhales deeply as he closes his eyes.
In that moment, your father was, well, his arms were charred. There was nothing we could do. He was dying, but he wouldn't let the sword go. What I didn't know was that it wasn't he who was holding onto the sword, but the sword that was holding onto him. The next day,
The sword grew. The sword grew little arms and legs and was hugging him. It was real weird, but it was kind of cute at the same time. We call it Nathaniel. He's just a little sword guy. He walks around now.
and I saw you holding it in your arms, fast asleep in your bed. Stay away from it, kid. You may not have chosen it, but it has chosen you.
Again, with its little arms and legs, it just waddles
Sorry,
around.
Mr. Tang.
At last, he opens his eyes. Layer by layer, like bandages being slowly unwrapped from a wound, the blade is revealed. It shines like a crystal in the glimmering moonlight.
Long time no see, buddy.
Oh, what the fuck? Oh, yeah, this shit. Temporary balances of encounters. The battle will enter balance mode on characters. Battle will... Yeah. Oh, yeah, we get this guy. But instead, I'll get a soul.
Time for treatment.
Tweetment. I'll have Kokanya.
Oh, are we heading to a seminar?
Yes, we are. A seminar of whoever this girl is. Oh, it's Satan. That makes sense.
Have a little dream with me, cutie pies.
What the hell is this monster? Is this thing the girl that was just here? Hell of a transformation.
Something here is very much not right. The smoke, it must be from her arcane skill. It seems to be affecting us somehow.
It is somehow turning her into like the devil, basically. That's what we're doing here, yeah?
Back! Stay away from me! This sword's got a mind of its own, and it ain't happy.
My sword is fucking pissed.
Boss, she's moving.
Watch yourselves!
Should I start running?
Oh, what do these do? Choose and shift an ally unit 3 positions forward. What is the purpose? What does shifting positions do in this context? I guess we'll find out later.
I can hear it.
Oh, please. I know how to
Another
use it.
jar?
So far in this game, the positions of where your people are have not mattered at all, so I don't know what they're doing here.
Loading.
It is a cool idea. I like position moving stuff in most games.
Got you.
Aim and shoot.
I'm guessing there will be something that's like, oh, they're targeting this spot.
Close and personal.
Look out!
Under attack.
Oh, what is this? Let's see what the new status effects are. Damage taken reduction minus 40. Healing taken. Alright. Oh, and she's being targeted for something. Bard. Alright. Kakanya, you move forward 3.
Charging.
And then we'll have you heal up.
Arcane flick. Oh, please. I
Really
know how
made
to
this
use
here.
it.
Target confirmed.
Shoop. Alright, no. Changing positions did not do anything. I do not understand this mechanic. Oh, okay. Now they're changing positions for us, okay.
It is here.
It is here. Okay. Should I have someone that's already tangled be in front, or what's going on here?
I can hear it.
Another jar?
Loading.
Loading.
Charging.
At least the beats are funky. That's what really matters most, is if the
Barrage.
beats are going good.
Eliminate target.
Boom, 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 boom.
Shell. Damage.
Ow, damage. Oh, pain. No like. Beep boop,
Systems
no
functioning
like.
properly.
A simple arcane flick. Oh, please. I know how to use it.
You
Loading.
should heal yourself.
I, Robot. Child of Science.
Alright, this turn should get rid of end the fight or end the first phase, whichever it is. I'm not sure.
Did you?
Oh, maybe not. This thing has a lot more HP than I thought it
The
did.
light that illuminates all.
Well, we got close at least.
Shell. Damaged. Shell. Damaged.
Oh, cool. It killed itself on Kakanya. Hell yeah.
Hey, you have been terribly hurt. We must stop the bleeding.
We must stop the bleeding.
Just half to death. Still breathing. I'm not going down like this, French fry. Nah. Gotta check on Holic.
No! Boss, stay back.
We didn't have to keep playing this little game. But you just won't be satisfied until it's over. will you?
No? Well, we did it!
Remember it's called lending a hand.
That was a pretty easy fight.
Holic!
I'm dying. Oh, where did she disappear off to? Blood is flowing steadily from him now, soaking his waist. Good for him. The two battered figures stand around hopelessly. Meanwhile, stubborn Holic lies prone, gripping him tightly.
Let go! Just stay where you are! Hide yourself.
The red mist has nearly drained the last of Jay's strength. The branch pierces his calf, pinning him to the ground.
Just listen to him, will you? This is starting to become bothersome.
Why do people have to resist death so much? It's so annoying. She crouches down, looking at the fat man at her feet. Despite his mangled shoulder, he throws his full weight into her to keep hold of her foot.
No! 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 I have to do this! Jay. Tell Beckett that I didn't run away or cause any trouble this time.
Jay, I really need you to rub it into Beckett's face. Like the little
Remember
asshole
his
he
little
is.
things. Right, boss? He'll never make fun of me again.
Exhausting his last bit of strength, Holic throws the object he is holding into the air. Swoosh! A sickly sweet taste fills Holic's throat.
Damn it. Damn it.
A sharp spike has pierced through his throat, and his oil-stained hands fall limp.
Fire.
A new idea flashes through his mind. Oh yeah, just set her on fire. He grasps his sword and brings it down with force. The blade punctures the canister, and immediately flames start to erupt, spewing licks of flame everywhere. In the dry woods, the fire quickly spread into an inferno. The blazing fire scours over trees and underbrush. The red mist mingles with the dry gray smoke, forming a deep haze.
Are you going to?
Holic. It's the only way. Someone's gotta see the smoke.
Someone's gotta see the smoke, and like, Matilda's the main character, so we can't. One of us has gotta die. And I'm sorry to say, Holic, but only one of us is pullable on the next banner. Oh man. Oh, you mean to tell me I'm not gonna get pulled in this gotcha game? Sorry to say, friend. It was once associated with a delicate ideal. Velvet ribbon. I think from here on out there aren't even any fights left. It's just all story from here. At least that's what it seemed like in the achievements.
I really don't give a crap about what you learned on the streets. I don't want to hear it.
I am sick of your bullshit.
Die out there, then stay here and never live at all.
Jay kicks the door hard, smashing a hole straight through it.
You really think you're gonna build connections with the government? Rub shoulders with the upper class? You think they'll take you seriously? You're no different from any of the cannon fodder at the bottom of their system. You're gonna be fighting a battle even tougher than the one on Hate Street.
He stomps forward with a domineering presence, playing every bit of the role of a stern father.
Why do you think I kept those government suck-ups from finding you in the first place? Listen, it doesn't matter where you go as long as it's not the St. Pavlov Foundation.
Or any of the other places I don't like. Just don't go to any of them.
College, join a company, a hospital. You'd have a better life than anyone else.
She closes the suitcase, then looks up at him with a smile of genuine warmth.
A better life than anyone else, huh? Listen to yourself. That's ridiculous. You finally said what you really think, didn't you, Jay? Our righteous boss and kind-hearted neighbor.
Do you even know where I got this accent
You know
from?
what?
I don't.
I'm not interested in comparing myself to anyone else. I actually want to do something meaningful with my life. Something beyond you. Beyond myself. Beyond the whole of Hate Street.
I want to go and die off screen and be of no importance to the overall plot.
And there is nothing you can do that is going to stop me from pursuing my dream.
He sneers.
But who's gonna help you when you're in danger? Those idiots in white robes? How can you entrust your life to the Foundation and not your family or friends? And all because of some dream you're not even sure you can realize?
I mean, he's got a point. The guys in white robes really don't do anything.
You know,
They're just
one
a
day,
nuisance.
You'll come crawling home and cry about how the world is nothing like you imagined. And I'll just laugh and say I told you so.
She looks at him coldly.
Fine. Then laugh, Jay. Some people are willing to deal with pain. Even willing to sacrifice themselves if they have to. If I die out there, it'll be because I chose to.
And not because of some eldritch horror of getting hit by a storm that causes time to go in reverse. It'll definitely be a choice thing.
If that's the price I'll pay to protect everyone, then so be it.
His mocking expression falls away. He leans up against the wall and lets out a long, deep sigh.
What happened, sis? Since when did we walk such different paths?
Ever since you beat up that voodooist, who tricked me and laughed because I was a human. That's when. You beat him to a pulp, Joe. You forced him to beg on the street.
Like, that was really fucking weird. You didn't have to go that far.
Everyone here is stuck in a vicious cycle. One person tortures another, then he tortures someone else, and so on and so on. It never ends. Well, I think I found a way to break the cycle. And I'm going to try it even if I make mistakes. I know you think you can stop anything. Bar fights, arguments. But you can't stop me.
Unless you beat the shit out of me as well. That would probably stop me, but not in the way you want.
Bike's broken.
I'll take the Greyhound.
They're not running today.
Then I'll walk. I'll walk until I get there.
Thud. And well, here's the burning massacre. Ooh, coughs and vomits. Matilda stands in front of him, resolute and unshakable. The taste of blood and vomit mingles in his mouth, trickling out from behind his teeth. Throbbing agony sears through him from each movement.
All right, Blondie. Ready for a formalin bath?
Formalin? I am ready to have you shut the fuck up! She realizes in a moment of terror that she is completely unarmed, just not prepared for this situation at all.
As an investigator of the St. Pavlo Foundation, I, Matilda Buanish, have a duty to protect the people, even at the cost of my life!
The people! Her voice wavers and her legs buckle, barely holding. This is the responsibility that the SPDM has taught her.
Tell me, Matilda, when you confront the madness, are you certain that you have the courage to come face to face with death?
Cause I don't know, I feel like you might be a bitch.
As a field investigator.
I will do everything I can to protect everyone. With honor and dignity, I will make the Buanish family proud.
Jay's eyelids feel chained down, dragging his consciousness downward with them. In his periphery, a jagged snake tail withers and writhes and twists in the air. A slender figure stands before him. It is as if he sees that blue ribbon fluttering past his eyes again. He lets out a final deep cry.
Run, you idiot! I don't need you to protect me. I don't need your sacrifice. I don't care about your duty or whatever the Foundation says. I don't fucking care.
I just don't fucking care. I know that no matter what the outcome here is, you're gonna make me do more fucking forms, man. And I can't deal with it anymore.
You don't get it, do you? If you die like Holic back there, everything you have, everything you've been through, will be gone for good. Tell your boss that I got in trouble because I didn't follow the confidentiality agreement. Tell her I deserved it. And tell her that stupid big guy over there picked the wrong side and got himself killed. You've done your job. No one can blame you.
No, I decline your offer.
No. Damn it. Even serious scenes with Matilda are so funny to me.
I will stand and fight until the reinforcements arrive.
I will stand and fight until the reinforcement arrive. Her hand steadies.
Just run.
They're T-posing in the background.
Save yourself.
Some people are willing to deal with pain, even willing to sacrifice themselves if they have to. If I die out there, it'll be because I chose to. If that's the price I'll pay to protect everyone, then so be it.
I wish you could have lived a different life. I wish you'd been born into a happy family. That you'd had your own room with a huge bed and lived in a beautiful, fancy house. I wish you'd been a rich girl. I wish you'd been cherished by your parents and that everyone had been proud of you. I wish you'd never known about the poverty, disease, and war in the real world. I wish you could have slept in a room without a broken window, with a fireplace that kept you warm at night. I wish you didn't have to live in that rundown room I set up for you. I wish you could have worn your clothes that no one left out. I wish you could have been surrounded by kind and loyal friends.
God damn, they're making the music go hard here. Very nice.
I wish we'd never met.
Ah, my car.
There they are!
That was very well done. I enjoyed that a lot. Confessions and realizations. I'm wondering where things will go from here.
I don't want to write this letter.
Oh.
But I promised myself that once we could talk as equals, I would persuade you to accept my decision.
Hello, Paulina.
Sure is dusty in here. I gotta clean up.
Dust on the ground, shimmers in the sunlight.
I thought I would have the courage to confront you then. I thought I could tell you how foolish and selfish you were. I thought I could make you proud of me by going to places you've never been and seeing what you've never seen. But now, when faced with a mission that could put my life at risk, I realized that I'm not as brave as I thought.
You know, now that I have to actually put my life in risk, shit. I don't want to do this. I don't like this at all.
My body wants to run. I don't want to lose everything I have. I don't want to die nameless. Especially now that I'm so close to the life I've always wanted.
When did you get this hole? Oh. Sorry, buddy. I shouldn't have kicked you.
Oh yeah, I did fucking destroy this door, huh? Whoops.
I keep thinking about what I told you that day. About how some people would sacrifice themselves if they had to. I remembered the scared look on your face when you heard that. I was so proud of myself at the time.
And now I realize, oh, that was kind of dumb. I could have done better work there.
Finally, I managed to scare him.
And it didn't even take me pulling out a gun.
But now I wish I could go back and stop myself. I know that scaring you is nothing to be proud of. I only did it because I knew I was the only one in the world who could hurt you.
Knock, 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 knock.
Now that I've established myself, I can talk to you as an equal. But I found myself doubting my decision. When my colleague knocked on my door, urging me to prepare for our field mission, and he called out my name. Paulina! Paulina! How I wished he were you. How I wished for you to open that door and protect me. But that thought only lasted for a moment. Then I understood where my fear came from, and why you were so scared when I talked about sacrifice. I realized that even though countless people are suffering out there, even though my colleagues have sacrificed their lives, even though more and more children have become homeless, I'm not as brave as I want to be.
If only we knew who was writing this letter.
Whew. All fixed. Finally. You're looking much better now, buddy.
The old hole in the door has been patched with wooden planks. It's weird that we're cutting in between these two things. They don't really seem to correlate all that well.
Mr. J, are you really selling the restaurant?
The restaurant?
Don't worry about it. A new, even better guy will take over.
But I also understand that someone has to step forward and stop this tragedy. Otherwise, our world will fall apart, leaving nothing but sadness and pain.
What was the tragedy before the storm started? Because, like, Paulina joined the Foundation, I assume, in the first runaround of the 90s, not the second runaround of the 90s, since the storm made it go backwards. So, like, if she joined... like, if she joined before the storm even started occurring, then what the hell was happening beforehand? We don't really get much idea of how the world was before the storm started happening ever. Because, you know, the storm kind of takes up most of the like, plot room.
A single drop of water can't form an ocean. A single piece of tile can't build a roof, nor can a single person put an end to a war.
For a long time, humans and arcanists have been on opposite ends of the spectrum. Faced with this catastrophic event, we may all perish unless we stick together. But in the grand scheme of things, I'm just a blip on the radar. Yes, I'm just a weak, cowardly human. But I'm also a member of the St. Pavlov Foundation. I can finally, truly say those words with conviction.
Conviction.
Some people are willing to deal with pain, even willing to sacrifice themselves if they have to.
This is a good spot.
Piece by piece, build a shelter.
I love how he looks photoshopped in.
The rain will stop.
Hello.
We can't save those we've lost, but I believe that one day we'll reach a new era.
One of these days. Someone waves from outside the door.
Jay.
Takes down the photo and folds the letter, smooths it out. Then he slips both into his chest pocket. Just as she had once, he pushes the door open to leave. When did that take place? Because it seemed like Jay died. Like, in this one. I don't know what's going on here. Yo, a magazine cutout stuck to a Polaroid with a glue stick. That's all you need. The redemption of the duck! Yo! This title, this plot description goes hard. You put this plot description under like any movie, I'm watching it frame one. No questions asked. Just the redemption of the duck. The landlubber. There are pirates in these parts now. Alright, we're back at Laplace.
Boss,
Put it on the bill.
join the Foundation? You know they're all liars.
Wait, what the hell happened to the girl? What the hell happened to, like, the familiar girl? Like, the Satan girl? How did Jay survive that?
Those holier-than-thou officials never tell us what's really going on. Besides, if Legers has taken over the restaurant...
And clutches at Jay's clothes, unwilling to let
Hey, watch your
go.
mouth, kid. Your boss would have been hacked to pieces if it weren't for us.
Jay bends down and places his hands on the boy's shoulders.
Wipe your nose, kid. Legers will be a good boss. Promise.
He no longer has the freak juice in him. He no longer murders children and innocents. He got over it.
I'll clean up the mess on Haight Street, and after that, the poorhouse staff will get you into school. And Holic Spike. It's yours now.
Everyone falls quiet.
So, what are you gonna do now?
Me?
Me? I don't know. I'll be on the next banner, and then probably never be mentioned again.
I'm gonna jump into the sea. And try to swim.
What do you mean, boss? I thought you didn't know how to swim.
What do you mean, boss? Don't be fucking metaphorical on me. An all too familiar face emerges on the bed beside them.
Bastards. I'm trying to sleep here.
Eh.
Yes, no one can cause a friggin' earthquake.
Aw, hell yeah, we got Larry, Curly, and Mo in this room. The bank was sent by Legers is knocked to the ground.
Everyone shut up! Make any more noise and I swear I'll anesthetize you so you sleep for the entire month.
Do you know how underpaid and overworked I am? I'll fucking kill all of you with my bare hands if I have to. Sorry, nurse. They're just like all mortified. They sheepishly retreat under their covers. We don't want to fuck with the nuss. Jay extends his hand towards another Foundation staff member.
I owe you one, Razor.
No, you owe Meish one. If she hadn't led us to the door, we wouldn't have been able to stop that girl in time.
It's weird that we're only seeing the
turns
aftermath of this.
Ray foresaw the whole thing and took action before anyone realized what was going on. She always does this. Once she's fixed on a goal, she never considers her own safety.
Well, I mean, when you can see the future, you don't really need to consider your own safety.
But despite her courage, she's still a living person who can get hurt. Please, promise me you'll bring her back.
No.
It's a shame we couldn't arrest that girl. If only we'd had a little more time to prepare.
Cheer up, man. You saved my life, didn't you? I'll get you pretty far on Hate Street.
Sir, Hate Street does not matter
By the
outside
way,
of this
where's
one event.
Matilda? She's supposed to take me to the Foundation today.
He hesitates over his response.
She's been summoned to report on the operation. I guess.
Maybe? We don't actually know.
It's gonna be rough. There were a lot of civilians involved, and she didn't follow her commands. She might even have her position revoked.
What? But we wouldn't have gotten anywhere without her.
A pair of hands comes up again to stop him.
Jay, that's how things work over there. If you're really planning on joining them, you'll have to learn to follow their rules.
Jay, don't you know? This is a bureaucratic nightmare. So even if you do everything correctly, they'll still get on your ass for not doing it correctly. Not doing it correctly in the way they want you to.
Where's she now?
We're not authorized to request that information.
But we can tell you, she's most likely filling out at least 70 forms. No! It always comes back to the fucking forms. Officer Saint.
What's wrong with my nose? This isn't even allergy season yet.
What season is it?
Miss Bowenish, are you alright?
No, I am going to die of snot. She stands before her temporary supervisor, preparing herself for the debrief.
Oh, I'm fine. Please, continue.
I read your report last night. I must say that your judgment has given us some very important information. According to your report, the missing assets are in the possession of Eternity, aside from the most important one, which is now in the hands of Manus Vindicte.
Well, according to this, everything is in the hands of Eternity, except the one thing we actually care about. Great. Awesome.
The man in control of the girl is one of their insignificant believers. For the time being, there's a limit to what he can do with her. This, at least, is good news.
Luckily, all the drum can do so far is say this and that, and a few other vague words.
You've caused quite a stir among senior management, Miss Bowenish. It seems you're starting to make a name for yourself.
Thank you, Monsieur Bernard. By the way,
She's so chipper.
to leave the Foundation during my vacation. I want to visit my mother in her safety house. That merchant, Eternity, and the peddlers in that lair mentioned her name several times. I deem it necessary to confirm her safety.
No problem. Give me the application form. I'll arrange it for you.
No problem. But you know, this will be 40 extra forms you have to fill out. Oh, don't worry. I have conditioned myself to have a love for the forms. It was the only way to survive. She takes an excited step forward. Oh, wait, I forgot to tell you how fucked you are. His tone dampens the girl's excitement.
Someone told me to give this to you. He said you left it in San Francisco.
That's odd. I don't remember leaving anything.
Bernard opens the drawer and places the item into her hand. Yeah, I figured it would be the badge. Oh, depths of the forest.
So, what you're saying is that you're not going to turn me back into a toy? Does that mean I can go hunting by myself? And I can choose my own prey?
I only have like 5 words I can say, so sure, whatever. I don't know how to turn you into a toy. How the fuck does that work? There is no sense in his words, and as such, no clarity to her purpose.
No, I mean...
But she realizes something.
Could you sit down for a moment? Don't worry. All you have to do is say yes or no. Yes or no?
Those are not words I was programmed with. The brutish believer swings his hammer wildly. He runs from one side of the forest to the other, racing east and west with manic energy.
Okay, I get it. I know what you need. This is great.
Her eyes brighten with clarity. She doesn't need a sensible reason. In fact, she doesn't want one. There is a crack in the window, a path to freedom through his madness.
I'll kill whoever you want, as you wish. Let's decide on our next destination first, shall we?
Hell yeah. Our favorite duo, Huntress Lady and Random Drum Man.
I see.
She's just responding earnestly to his meaningless roars. She knows that this is a chance for a new beginning.
Then, let's go where you want to go.
Just tell me what you want. Oh, roar? Awesome. I know exactly where that is. She picks up a long curved branch, using it as a makeshift reins to guide the believer to his desired destination. From time to time, she glances back, trying to spot the toy on him. Oh. The more dangerous it is, the more praises it brings. Let's have a look. New Age Market Incident Report. Relying on the help of Miss Mike, a citizen of the New Age Market, the support team successfully entered the underground market. During the investigation, smoke from a fire suddenly rose from a forest about 1.3 miles away from there. At the site, we found an injured Foundation investigator, Matilda Banish, a critically injured adult male arcanist, Joe Brown, a male human corpse, Harvey Hollick, and a female enemy suspected of belonging to Manus Vindictae, an identity unknown. This woman's mystical abilities far exceed our expectations. The spells she used were extremely dangerous and difficult to understand. We don't know how the math works on it, but we were engaged in an unpredictably fierce battle. Fortunately, we can confirm that the battle with Matilda Banish, Joe Brown, and their group had significantly drained her energy. Otherwise, we might have faced a deadly confrontation. After a second round of attrition, her arcane skills weakened, and with the help of the people summoned by Joe Brown, we gained an initial advantage. We plan to carry out a feasible capture plan to extract important information about Manus Vindictae. However, Manus Vindictae retreated much faster than usual, leaving behind a few mindless followers who hindered our plan. Additionally, due to the fog and some rare incantations, the tracking arcane skills we had prepared in advance were rendered ineffective at the site. Razor Squad reporter Tom Smith. Reporter, first name, last name. Knock knock. Who's not there? This is the last segment of it. I'm surprised it happened so quick. I guess I should have finished this last stream. Because it was only like an hour. But who knows? Ruins. This don't look like ruins. This looks like a field. Or a plane, even. Nah, it's a bit too hilly to be a plane. A figure stands before the ruins. Nah, this asshole again. This idiot. He is silent as a gravestone, keeping all else at bay. Footsteps echo up from behind.
Mr. Forget-Me-Not, there you are.
Who the hell are you?
The Fighting One said she didn't want you to come back to this manor.
The figure remains silent.
The St. Pavlov Foundation has destroyed another hidden outpost in San Francisco.
Don't you want to go there yourself? Let those white robes seep blood?
In the distance, the figure turns slowly. Just cranks over to the left. There is no trace of longing in his eyes, only emptiness. A dark abyss that swallows up the sky.
Can you see it? It was once a deserted land.
Can you smell it?
What?
Huh?
When countless arcanists, thousands of generations of them, sacrificed their blood and bones to build the tunnel. When it was complete, they were ecstatic. They kissed the earth in their jubilation.
And then they keeled over.
But in the end, they found nothing.
She notices the old yellowed book in his hand. But the title is no longer discernible, though by its thickness she can tell it's a phone book.
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
What are you on about? Who am I? What are we doing here? Does any of this matter? All good questions, all I will not answer. He turns his attention to something new. The trembling figure of the girl.
Never mind. I know what you're going to say. The preacher has ordered us to return. She has received a new oracle.
In the distance, the girl nods, dumbstruck.
Let's go.
They are leaving the quiet place. He stops again, returning his eyes to the ruins for the last time.
Oh, come on, baby, move. We're in the middle of nowhere. The towing fee will cost an arm and a leg.
It looks like Matilda is just... It looks like a shitty green screen. Like, she's shooting for a bad TV show. Like, no, this is the scene where you're in a car. No, you don't need to sit down. Just stand up and we'll crop it in a way that makes it look like you're sitting. Don't worry about it.
Ah, damn it! My baby's gonna be stuck here forever. And all for a bit of cash.
The tires sink into the mud, spinning helplessly. The man slumps back into his seat, completely indifferent to the anxious passenger in the back.
The map says it's still a fair distance from the safety house. Looks like the great Matilda must pardon herself once again.
How dare you have car troubles? Fuck you.
Hey! Wait, miss! You haven't paid me!
He climbs halfway out the window to reach out to her.
20. And here's a tip too. I hope it can make up for your loss. At least to some extent.
Don't give that fucking smug ass face while you're fucking this guy over.
A distinguished and generous passenger such as me must be a rarity.
Reality.
I will walk the rest of the way. If you stay here and wait for me, I will show you my generosity again when I return.
Sure, miss.
Sure. He licks his fingers as he counts the bills, momentarily forgetting his worries. Matilda retrieves her suitcase, swaying with its weight as she departs. Following the narrow path into the forest, her silhouette vanishes beneath the dark branches. Naturally, the driver remains entirely unaware of the incantation she had cast on the engine.
L'emplacement de la maison de sécurité est classifié. Je dois être très prudente.
Très pétante. Vanish.
D'accord. Maintenant, je ne laisserai aucune empreinte derrière moi. Si seulement j'avais un assistant avec moi. Alors je n'aurais pas à porter cette valise toute seule. Ce serait encore mieux si c'était Sonnette. Maman serait contente de la rencontrer.
Mama would be so happy to meet the girl I'm thirsting over, but will never confess to. Haha, she'd be so proud. She mutters to herself as she steps forward, leaving a trail of dried footprints.
Je ne sens pas du tout l'incantation de maman.
To Mama?
Je suppose que cela a du sens. Le personnel de la place a juré que cet endroit était si caché qu'aucun Glaucus ne pourrait le trouver. J'espère qu'elle va bien.
She quickens her pace, pushing aside the thick growth. Oh hey, we're back here. I love reused assets. A house appears before her. To her eyes, it seems to glow with hope. Et voilà!
Ces stupides adeptes de Manus ne pourraient jamais la trouver. C'est l'une des meilleures devineresses et guérisseuses de cristaux au monde. Elle a dû prévoir toutes les circonstances possibles et s'y préparer.
Holy shit. I genuinely love hearing her talk in French. It's so cute. And it makes sense because she's by herself, so of course she would speak her native language to herself and would like think in that language. It's so good.
Mais elle sera certainement surprise en voyant que ce visiteur est sa propre fille exceptionnelle. Ça fait si longtemps.
Si longtemps.
La cantine du SPDM ne connaît rien à la
Les
cuisine française.
SPDM.
J'ai hâte de manger à nouveau les plats de maman.
Unfortunately, they do not serve snail.
C'est que je dois demander à maman de choisir un nouvel orbiculaire pour moi. Même le meilleur artisan de cristal ne pourrait rien faire pour réparer les fissures dans le mien.
In the distance, a light from the wooden cabin flickers. The door has been left slightly ajar, as if anticipating the arrival of a visitor.
Madame Boigny, venez voir qui est là.
She's so cute. She pushes the door open gently. Silence dominates the space. The wind roams in behind her recklessly, tearing at the curtains. Dozens, even hundreds of crystal spheres scatter to the floor like pearls from a broken necklace. They fill the room, even one married by a web of cracks. Mama? Ah, you're leaving it on that? Interesting. Just like, alright, her mom is dead. Anyway. What is this? Two old friends are standing by the wall, reminiscing about the old days at the restaurant as they talk and eat. You might as well eavesdrop for your own amusement. Burritos forever. I love this city, San Francisco. Hey, you ought to come back to San Francisco, and when you do, your first priority is get your hands on a burrito. Then you went to the shop changed over. What was the name again? Lyle? legit, Height Street has had some rapid changes lately. Who cares as long as the taste hasn't changed, that's all that matters. Remember the wall in the back of the alley? Is that still there? Yeah, it's still standing, but our graffiti from back then is probably covered up by now. The younger generation has probably left their own masterpieces on it. Let's go pick it up. If the art sucks, I'll clean them right off. So what do you think? The artwork of the younger crowd on Height Street? Not bad at all. The covers are faded. Hand me a spray can and I'll spruce it up. What is this side project? Every can of spray paint is here, but we know what the original colors were. When it comes to a graffiti, the colors are chosen based on the artist's mood. Feeling angry? Grab a bright red. Feeling happy? Use vibrant yellow. Once you learn the backstory of the artist behind the graffiti, you can make the accurate guesses about the chosen colors 9 times out of 10. So you want me to share the stories with you? You always know how to get others to do your work. I went around and collected all the details and gossip about these pieces. Are you really gonna go through with this? Don't worry, my hands aren't shaking from old age just yet. Watch closely. Who in their right mind would spray their self-portrait on a wall? It's a miracle it hasn't been vandalized yet. Hey, come on, let's fix it and see how long it stays untouched. For stories you're already familiar with, you can fix them directly. Wow! Just tap here to remove the dust and bring the graffiti to its original glory. Drag and swipe the spray paint to restore a faded. Alright, just. Epic. Mission accomplished, we did it. Who knows, maybe a few years from now there will be new works of art adorn this very wall. Hope you'll still be around to see them. And I hope you'll still have all your teeth by then, so we can enjoy eating all those spicy jalapeno rings together. Oh, all this shit. You know, we got Spaffadia in here. Oh, do you just click on these and just, alright, swipe paint. Riveting side event, gotta say. No, do it. Don't do it, don't do it. He's bluffing, I hope. No bluffing, no bluffing, no bluffing, no bluffing. Previous graffiti story is yet to be completed. Huh.
So then, after World War I came World War II.
Oh, don't worry. We talked about that last time, Kakanya. Don't worry about World War III. Oh yeah. I guess that's all for today's stream. It went by pretty quickly, all things considered. A legendary song with lyrics updated for the times. We will survive. Just leave all of you, just turn around right now. Alright. What's here? What is Numa? What is the cosmos? Perhaps the answer can only be found within our own hearts and minds.
So, if I understand correctly, you have no formal training in healing. Is there any particular system or methodology you follow?
System? Are you referring to the complex and interdependent systems that govern the relationships between celestial bodies?
I see. Not to worry. Having served as a disciplinary assistant, Matilda is also skilled with communicating with experts in niche fields. We can start by aligning ourselves on some fundamental concepts. First, spirituality, also known as Numa. What is your understanding of Numa?
It's a stream of lights and vibrant colors that follow its cosmic energy.
So your understanding of Numa is that it's some kind of energy from outer space?
No, cosmic energy emits from all things. When we see light, what we're actually seeing is the color of the object it's reflecting off of, not the light itself.
Aha! I see. This concept should not be difficult for Matilda to grasp, since she is at the top of her class. So, you're a pantheist, believing that all things in the universe are connected by pneuma, which you refer to as light.
No, cosmic energy has its own unique characteristics. It ebbs and flows like the chorus of cicadas on a dark night.
Then it is something like Eastern animism? Do you people think you'll elevate themselves through certain special practices?
Cosmic energy is free-flowing and does not follow any set rules or beliefs. Simply allow it to move naturally like water, and eventually it will reach the sea.
This is starting to get complicated. And why does it seem like it has no connection to the universe? But that's alright. Matilda, the genius, will surely come up with a more effective approach. Perhaps you can try illustrating this cosmic energy instead?
Sure, I'll show you.
Wait, all you did was write the words on the wall.
End of dialogue. Epic. Graffiti story, cosmic Zen achieved. Huh. And the underground boxing ring. Oh. What else is here? Let's do all the ones that aren't a fight. Ah, dang. I think we've run out of ones that aren't fights. Oh well. Because, like, I feel like the fighting in this game isn't that fun to watch. Like, it's not all that interesting, all things considered.
Program activated.
No, but we can beat up some cops. That's always a good time. That's always fun.
That's right.
Loading.
That's right.
Got you.
As long as we have a fish in a suitcase, everything will turn out okay. We love suitcase fish.
Here you are. It wasn't easy for my men to find you.
What's the matter?
I want to confirm something again. What does my energy look like right now to you?
You're filled with red energy, like a newborn baby just coming into the world, unbaptized. You've been reborn.
So today is the day of Legends of the Dead's resurrection. I guess I should buy some flowers to celebrate. You've earned a favor from Legers, so tell me, what should I do for you?
Praise be to the cosmic energy. Alright, we might as well keep going for a little bit until I get an hour 30 stream. Why not?
It's just your first time here, kid. You're about to get your ass handed to you, so don't run crying home to mama when it's over, alright?
Ah, man.
What's the matter? Getting cold feet?
Too bad, man. You look a lot like the protagonist of Somebody Up There Likes Me. Just in looks, though. That's a great movie, man. You should check it out. It sucks that I have to mess up that face of yours in just a moment.
You little punk. I ought to knock your teeth out right now. Maybe that'll teach you not to run your mouth.
Don't get too cocky now.
Way past cool. What if you lose? What if I lose?
Then you owe us a month's worth of burritos. How do you like the sound of that, Beckett?
Hey, you hear that, buddy? My meals for the next month are riding on you. Fuck you guys. Fuck you guys.
Charging.
Another jar? Got you.
Wow, one attack. That's all it took. Yeah. This is a pretty fun story. The ending was kind of a little all over the place, but I guess it's setting up for later events, which I didn't think they would do in like an optional side story thing. I thought they'd want to wait until like a more prominent story stuff to advance the plot forward. But it seems like these things are pretty important to the overall plot. I have to wait 7 more hours before you can do the rest of these. I'll probably have to wait a few days for these ones over here. I do dislike how they like trickle out content, because it's just like, I have the same problem with Honkai Star Rail where it's like, just let me do all these. It's 2 seconds for each of them at most, so it's like, it's not like I'm waiting with bated breath to do them. It's like, yeah, okay, they exist. I'm doing them because I get little rewards for it. I don't, like, people aren't excited for them. Yeah, quick and easy, quick stream. But I think that's fine, seeing as I've streamed 2 days in a row. Yeah, thank y'all for coming. I had a fun time with this event. Do I have enough to pull again on her? No, I don't. Oh, but I can get 2 levels on this thing. Ooh. I have a thing where I only like pulling like 10 pulls, so I don't have anywhere near enough for to try and get Mercuria for the end of the stream. Would have been fun though. Yeah, I guess that's all for now. Next time I play Reverse 1999, it will be when this update, like when this event is over, so in about 30 days or so, when they change over to a new event. So see y'all when that happens. It's been a lot of fun. Bye bye. Tomorrow or so I'll stream more Pokemon or Mario Party, one of the two.